Yes! Yes! Announcement free this week. It's 7 PM. So we all know what that time means on a Sunday. It means it's got my Sunday time. Woo! Yes! It's pretty cold in here today. A bit chilly. But it's okay. I've got my trusty jacket on. We're going to get through this, and should I need to, it's going to turn into a survival program for surviving in a cold shed. Which, you know, it's not the first time I would have done that. We've all been drinking in Swansea, so, you know, which normally ends up in waking up in a stranger's shed, not your own, and thinking, how the hell do I stay warm till morning when I can catch a train home? Or walk, depending how bad you messed up. It's amazing though, isn't it? How we are so much more confident financially when you're drunk, isn't it? Let's talk about this. You know, when I mean, normally, like, you might get paid, you might sort of go through pay your bills, sort whatever you need out, sort of keep an eye on it. That last week it might be a bit thin, but you know, got this. When you're drunk though, it's like you've got some new upbeat, like, financial advisor that you probably shouldn't be trusting. He just turns up and he's like, no, this will be fine. No, don't worry. You don't. What you need to remember is you don't need all that food that you buy. So just, you know, you cut your spending down a little bit on all these things. You could have another few drinks, get some more money out, and you can do that. And then, yeah, just by the end it's sort of like, no, you only really need £10 a month. I mean, look at your granddad, he probably got paid that in a year. You're like, yes, true. But yes. But this won't turn into a survival program. But if it did, I think I could do it. All the confidence in the world, because I'm not very far from central heating, guys. But I think that's the real difference, isn't it? I mean, I'm definitely confident watching these programs. I mean, less so nowadays, but certainly before you could watch a thing like one of those survival-y game shows and just think, yeah, I think I'd be alright. What I would do is this and what I would do is that. But when you're faced with the actual situation, you just turn into a panicking, crying person, just balled up, just going, why did I ever think I can do this? But yeah, I mean, ultimately, the first thing to do would be to keep warm. That's the thing I have learnt, and which I'm nailing. Or just lots of movement and stay moving. Maybe if I do an Irish jig in some sort of way, you could keep moving in the bottom section that you can't see, just to keep the upper bit warm. I did see someone earlier wearing shorts or something. Could have been a flasher, obviously, but they had a longish coat on. They had like the full leg out. I was like, that's impressive, isn't it? That's impressive. It was just to blow my mind. When I was at school, like, we all had wear a school uniform, and in them days, all girls would wear a dress or skirt or whatever it's called, right? It was just every winter, like, as a boy, you'd just be there just going, whew, how are they just not freezing to death? But it hadn't occurred to anyone, just wear trousers. And some point between then and waiting a couple of years of me being at school, some trendsetter must have come in and been like, I'm wearing trousers now, and then anarchy ensued. But no one cared. They're like, oh, they're wearing trousers. Sure, why wouldn't they? It's freezing out there. But yes, but some girls run with it, and some girls do into their clubbing years and wear absolutely nothing in some of the coldest conditions known to man. In fact, they should throw that in one of those survival programs. So one of those guys like, I'm going solo to the North Pole, and they're just on their thing, their sled with the dogs on it, just go freezing ice on the beard in a big coat, just like, and then just have some just some clubbing girls from Swansea just walking in the background, going, oh, look at the dogs or something. I don't know, right? The dialogue is not important, but the point would be just to put some reference, maybe just make him look a bit more just ridiculous. But you know what? When you get old, I mean, we've all done it. I mean, the lads would all go out in our shirts, just like a single shirt or t-shirt. Height of winter, just out, just going, yeah, nice, fine, right, cold. Like just going into a club, being way, and then just coming out with just steam coming off you. Yeah, so when you pass out in the shed, you realise I should have worn a big parka jacket, but you didn't, did you? Right? So, but yes, no. So the point is, I don't know what the point is. I think we all survived. So, but yeah, so that's what used to be like. But now I'm not doing that. Not because I'm old and I can't do it. I could do it. Well, I can't because of restrictions at the moment. Why? But, you know, I could happily do that. But the reason I don't is because I did way too much of it. I'm kind of bored of it. Like, I've done that already. And it's good if everyone moves with you. Like pubs are great for that. Because everyone's there, they move along with it. No one acts too excited in a pub. But in a club, you'd be like, oh, well, you know, just have a bit of a... I don't know why you go to a club party once you're bored of it. Because you're just surrounded by people that are going, so much fun. You're like, calm down. Lads, the drinks are overpriced in there. I don't even know why. Why am I here lecturing people? I did the same thing. Let's go to the pub and just have a few drinks, talk bollocks, and go home in an orderly manner. So yeah. What was the point of all that? I don't know. Survival is easier in your early 20s. That would be better, wouldn't it? Like survive if they had like survival program with like different age groups, not like pensioners. Just cut that off. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying if they don't do it, that's really unfair because the chances of recovery are a bit less. So just like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, like not teenagers because they'll make us all look silly, you know, because they're just made of rubber and nothing can kill a teenager, frankly. So yeah, though I feel like I know how this would work out, so maybe someone should make the show to tell me the actual results. But I think like people in the 20s would be probably the best equipped. 30s, you know, our best shot. Maybe 40s would be like that, and 50s would be, I don't know, I think 50s might be sort of like, we can still do it like we used to. Yeah, you know, slip on a bit of ice and just blow out all their ligaments in one side of their body, I don't know. But yes, nonetheless. It's Christmas time, isn't it? That's good. I'm excited this year, actually. I did think that I'd never get back to Christmas being an exciting time, but I mean, you know, last couple of years pretty good. But this year, first time ever, I got to put up my own tree with the lady there and her sister helping us out, and got a tree up. And I was like, whoa, tree, and then we're doing like Christmassy things. It's like, and I ain't got to go to a boring office surrounded by just clouds of just right, so it's all good exciting stuff. I don't know what's happening Christmas Day yet, then I never really do. But yeah, Oh, it's good this year. It's exciting. I've decided to be excited about the whole thing, and therefore I am. So that's good, isn't it? But yeah, no, I've got to put a tree up, which is a lot more of a struggle than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I thought it would just be like a tree, put these wherever, all these decorations, and done. But it's not. Because people that have done this before take this very seriously, and they stand back from it and go, is it balanced? I was like, oh shit, is it balanced? I hadn't thought about this. And then you just go back and look at it again, you're like, what? Yes, read a bit more here, a bit more there. Then it gets very technical, and but it's still fun, and you've got a tree there, things start to feel a little more Christmassy, like, woo, yeah. And yeah, so getting excited about that. Oh, blimey, noisy, isn't it? If you heard it, if you didn't hear it, then I made the whole thing up, and I will put the sound in later. You're like, but yes, hope you've had a good week. Have you put your Christmas tree up? It seems like the time that people are. We've hit into December. People are going, right, Christmas tree up. We begin. I'm starting to wish that Santa was catering towards adults. I don't know who watches. Some might be watching it with a child on their lap. And in which case, you're Santa Claus. Hello, where's my bike? No. No, because, does it for the kids, not for the adults. And I think it'd be nice. Did it for the adults, but probably not very productive. I mean, a kid will ask for a toy or something, and that's fine. Us adults, would take the piss, wouldn't we? Like, we can have anything. Well, what a big house. Well, you can't do that in an evening, can he? I mean, he can go round, hop down the chimneys and give the presents out. Of course he can. But that's why he's got the cut-off point, you see, because he might turn up and be like, can't be turning up at night. It's going, right, well, I know, Geoff, you wanted the house, but shouldn't you be asleep? No. The foundations, they've got to dry, haven't they? And then so I said, I can't do this in a night. Yeah, slightly magical. I'm not completely magical. This is silly. But, maybe on a 6-month plan. Can we do this? Santa will do birthdays as well. Who? We've pushed too far with him, I think. That's the main thing. Dear. Alright. We are doing the questions later on. I just need to make sure this is working, because the first couple of weeks had some technical difficulties. Don't know what technical difficulties. We've got technical difficulties already. In fact, disaster has happened. It's dead. Well, who knows? Anything could happen in the next 10 minutes. Right. This is when I checked early, really. Otherwise, I'm like a right ruddy idiot. Is it going to work? We'll see how this pans out. Can I read it from the back? Hang on. Right. Yes. But yeah, do you like turkey, guys? I'm not so keen. Like, at first it's alluring. You're like, ooh, big chicken. But then it's sort of like, oh, it's dry. Which is not good if you've been out Christmas Eve, getting a bit leery. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen with these questions now this week. Right, we're just going to have to... We're going to do them somehow. Just don't know how yet. How do we do this? I'll work it out. We'll do questions in a different way this week. That's going to be fine. I'm so glad I checked though, because otherwise we'd have to do this later on. And I'm a bit more often. In fact, what we need now is some. We need some information, because some of the information I've given you so far has been slightly suspect. So what we really need is one of just fact, 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 do 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 do, just fact, just fact, just fact, just fact, just fact, just fact. Not all oranges are grown in Guatemala. Just fact, 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 do do do, just fact, just fact, just fact, just fact, whoo, just fact. Genuinely tired from that. Must be the chilliness of being here. Cold times. Oh dear. Right. I need to check this question thing out. Hang on.
Hello everybody, it's me, I'm Geoff's hand. I started off in life feeding him sandwiches, and if someone could ask him a question, that'd be great. Yeah, ask him a question. Ooh, hang on.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ask me anything. I don't know how to get to the questions. This show never fails to be a bit fucking odd, does it? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. When was the last time it snowed in December, in all seriousness? Some people have left. Right. We are going to work this out. Does that work? We've gone sideways. Rotate you. I can't turn it when it's live. This has gone terribly wrong. Trying to get the live questions on, but this is nice while we're here. Let's have a look around. That's the wall. That's good, isn't it? Artistic, so I am. I've got my cup here to keep me hydrated, which I haven't touched this evening because I've gone all camel-like, actually, because of the survival mode of being in the chilly shed. These are some of the old question cards of people when I did the more proactive thing of putting questions written down. Why isn't this charging anymore? I would speak to one of those Apple geniuses, but frankly, they're not genius, are they? They're just a bit. I've just got a T-shirt that says some stuff on it. Any questions? I can write a comment. That's about it. Well, I tell you what we'll do. There is still questions written on there. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to do your questions again. So just going to do whatever questions are on the card, and then that'll be your questions. Johan from Sweden, have you ever been skiing? Yes, I have. It was lovely. I went to Andorra, which is not a place I knew existed. It's a small country between France and Spain. How exciting. Gulliver from all over. Where in the world would you most like to visit? Andorra, of course, and go skiing. Olivia from Portugal. Do you like Nickelback? I bloody love Nickelback. Wayne from Delaware, which is your favourite board game? Trivial Pursuit. I think, yeah, it's a quiz. There's no underhandedness in there, I don't think. Jay from Brazil, do you like F1? Yes, I do. I kind of like it. It's that major crash last week. Yeah. Terrible thing. I think everyone's okay. And if they're not, I hope they are soon. But I never really got into F1. It's a bit stale. You know. It's like the cars that just do really well every time, and then they win. That's it. You got some guys you've never heard of at the back that never win, and what happens to them? I don't know. There must be loads of them over the years. Nothing. So yeah, not really the answer to that one. It's interesting for about 5 minutes, and then I watch the highlights. A bit like football. I don't watch a whole game, but I watch the exciting bits and go, that's good enough for me. So there you go. That was your questions. So yes. What's that? I'm let down. Maybe I'll do them in a second. I'll turn off and then we'll do your questions if anyone cares. Now, last time we ended on a magic trick. So this week we'll end on something similar. Make all the viewers disappear. I tell you what, advice as always. If you are going to do a question thing at the end, make sure the thing's charged. Whoops. It was charged when I walked in. Guess that plug doesn't work very well. If at all. Those do work. Hang on. No, it's not. Give up. No. Never give up. Always give up. Give up always. Right. Thank you for anyone who has watched. That went downhill quickly, didn't it? Good start. And an interesting finish. So, have a good week. And I'll see you next Sunday for more Go My Sunday.